Okay, I'm back. It's been a couple days since I posted. And here's my little girl. Say hello. So, I know I haven't posted in a couple of days, but I've been trying to figure out other stuff that I could really talk about because, well, I don't know. there is a lot to talk about, but then again, there's not. So, there have been some questions from some people that have gotten on my Instagram, and they do ask, like, there's some videos, like, the videos that I have may only be in 2. There is those 2 that you barely see some Tourette's. But when I do talk about them, and today they've been pretty bad. So actually that's something that I could talk about, is because my Tourette's get bad when I talk about them. They get bad with anxiety. They get bad when I'm stressed or if I get depressed or anything like that. But today they've just been really bad, and it's honestly nothing's wrong with me. I think that I'm just kind of stressed about going back to work after I had my little girl, because I'm not really ready to leave her yet, but at the same time, I am ready to get back to work. So there is that. But it just stresses me out because I'm going to miss her so much, and I don't want to miss out on her growing up. And it's only like 6 hours out of the day that I'll be gone, but that's still a long time, especially for this mama. I know. I love you. But anyway, so I really think that's just another thing, is that it's like it just stresses me out a little bit, and anxiety kind of hits in with it. And so my tics are like, whoop, immediately they go off, and I just go crazy with them. I do know that I have said in one video that there's the 10% out of people who have Tourette's, they do cuss. But for me, with my age and growing up, they are progressing, and they're going to still progress. And there's that 50-50 chance that she will get Tourette's. So we're kind of waiting on that. And I think that she might have them. She is a fidget. It's ridiculous how much this baby girl moves at a month. Yeah, I'm talking about you. It's ridiculous how much she moves. She does not stop moving. So it's just kind of my funny way of saying that she has them, or she might have them, and I don't know. And it'd be, we'll figure it out along the way, and it's going to be fun because mommy and baby girl get to Tourette together. Because I don't really say tics. I like to make the best of it. I like to have fun with it. I like to make fun of myself sometimes, and it kind of gets me through the stress times with it, especially when they do get really bad. Like if I have, like, today I wouldn't say that I had a tic attack, like with them being so bad, but I wouldn't say it's a tic attack. But when they progress like they do in a day, where it's just they're nonstop and they're back and forth, that I would say that's like a really minor tic attack. Because it's not really of an attack as it is just like a quick little run through of them, I guess you could say. But today they haven't been the best. So, I don't know, it's hard to explain, honestly, and I'm trying to find the words because, like I said, I don't do this, I don't make these videos, I'm really awkward about it, so I'm doing my best to, like, get out the best information. But I am really glad that people are seeing this and that it's getting out there more, because they need to be known about more than what they really are. And like I said, like people with Tourette's, that we only we really understand what Tourette's is. But like I said, I really wish that they were figured out more, like why they happen to people, even if it's hereditary. Like, why do people get it when nobody in the entire family line has had Tourette's? You still get Tourette's. Like, that's what happened with me. So that's what I don't get. But I also think it was a bunch of medication that I was taking when I was younger for ADHD, because I had to take medication for that. So I think that might be another thing that was what caused my Tourette's, which makes sense, because Adderall can, stuff like Adderall, stuff like that can cause certain things when you take it. So I think that's another thing that caused them. Also with the genetic link in the back of my brain that is missing, that we figured out, that could be another reason of why I have the Tourette's. But I don't, like I said, I don't know for her. We're going to just see. But if she does have them, we'll figure it out. We're not going to give her any medication because I'm not going to put her through that. Like, not, my parents didn't put me through that, but the medication was my decision to quit. And I stopped after it kind of made me really more depressed. And then being bullied throughout school, you know, especially, that was really tough too, on top of the medication causing depression. So there was a lot of suicidal thoughts that went throughout. And I did try to attempt. I didn't obviously go through with it, but I did try, and I had the thoughts of just letting everything go because there was so much going on in my life with my Tourette's, and everything was just getting worse and worse, and my Tourette's were getting worse and worse, and nothing seemed to be going my way at all. And so it kind of just made me really more upset, and I just really wanted to leave because so many people were making fun of my Tourette's, where I used to open my mouth out like that, and they would they'd call me big mouth. I had braces, so they would call me brace face on top of that. And then they would just like go around the school talking about me, which any normal, you know, high school. But with Tourette's, it made it a lot worse because then I had new tics that came on about that. You know, they saw me doing it, and then I would see them do it in return, and it would make it 10 times worse, and it just caused me a lot of pain, unfortunately. But like I said, today my Tourette's have just kind of been a little chaotic. It messed with my vision a lot today. My eyes have been hurting. I bruised my wrist while I was pregnant with her, and then when she was here, my Tourette's kind of just kicked up even more, so it like I could do a lot of Tourette's with my body and my hands and stuff, so it's made it a lot worse, where I'm fixing to have to go and get a brace because my wrist is doing something it shouldn't be doing thanks to the Tourette's. So that's another thing about it, is that I have to cause myself pain with every Tourette, and if I don't get it like on time, or if I don't do that right there enough every time the same time, it causes it to go even more. But I find them funny sometimes, and it cracks me up, but it's really hard to control them, so when they get going. But this is what an average mild and not severe case looks like for other people, such as myself. So I kind of wanted it, since today was a bad day, I wanted to take a video and share it with y'all to see what you don't see in my videos that I control that y'all need to see. So because there's so many different cases. There's so many different, it's severe, it's mild, it's small, it progresses, it stops, there's so many different types that are misunderstood and not known, and they need to be known. So I am letting y'all know of mine. So I really do hope that this gets seen a lot more, so more people will ask questions and kind of get this out there, because it needs to be. So thank you for all my subscribers, and thank y'all for watching this. The support is really amazing, and I gotta get to my little girl, so I say bye. She's not happy. I hope everybody has a blessed day and a Merry Christmas.